Hi, here we are, January 13th, 2018. Just finished making this Santoku knife. I forged it out of 01 tool steel, and I stabilized some cocobolo and used that for the scales on the handle, and used mosaic pins this time and liners. I'll show the liners in a moment. But I think it came out pretty darn nice. I made this as a wedding present for my mom. This blade is so sharp, I cut myself 3 times on it already. I handle knives pretty frequently, and I still ended up doing that. Let me just kind of come around the other side here and get in on the handle a little bit. Show the liners. See if I can show the liners here. Get myself out of the way. Get some light here. There we go. So I've got this reddish orange liner and then black liner behind the scales. My mom's kitchen is red, so I thought she might enjoy this. Ground it up on a taper and left some of the forging marks on the top. I'd like to have a knife like this. I've made about 30 knives so far, I guess, to date. And I've never made myself one. I always end up giving them away as presents, so at some point I will make myself one, and all the mistakes I've made over time in making these knives and learning will benefit me very well. But this is one of the nicer knives that I've made. There's a couple issues with it. The heat treat that I did didn't work out the first time. I had to reheat treat it. For some reason it didn't harden well enough, at least not, I wasn't satisfied with it. I had the same, usual kind of thing. I took it up to about 1550. Now I don't have a heat treating oven, so it's all by eye. I have a propane forge and an induction forge, but I use a propane forge for heat treating because it's even heat. So I took it up about 1550 or so and soaked it for a good 20 minutes, and then I quenched it in oil. I usually use like canola oil, something like that. This time I didn't have any. I had transmission fluid, so I used transmission fluid, and maybe that was partly it. And I had the oil preheated to about 125 degrees Fahrenheit. So, but yeah, it failed my file test afterwards, and wasn't too satisfied, so I had to take it through a couple normalization steps afterwards to get the stress out, and then start it over again. And the second heat treat went pretty well. But I see along the spine there's just ever so tiny crack running, along the length in the center. And because it's in the center, it's structurally pretty strong, but it bothers me. But anyway, it's not perfect, so I still can strive for perfection. I think I'll be doing that for the rest of my life as long as I do this. But anyway, yeah, I hope my mom likes this. I like it very much. Let me show the other side. I like the wood. The wood has some nice design to it. Nice figure, I should say, in the handles. So this is this side. The scratches could probably be a little bit better on the blade itself. I decided to leave some scratches in there because if you make it a mirror finish on 01 tool steel, it oxidizes if you look at it strange. So I thought, this will at least kind of hide some of it or blend it together a little bit maybe. It's gonna oxidize. That kind of gives it the character. But 01 just gets so scary sharp. I love it. And let me kind of zoom in on this handle right here. Yeah, there we go. That side is pretty nice. So, yeah. And I ground it on an angle, if I didn't say that already. Watch the video, I can't remember Kind of gave some instruction on how to do that, and so I hand ground it, and came really nice. So yeah, it's flat grind. I sharpen the edge to about 18 degrees, maybe 18, 19 in there. I think about 18 degrees is what I figured in the end. Yeah, so there we go. Show the other side one more time. This looks so much nicer when I'm seeing it with my own eyes. The camera just doesn't seem to pick it up the same way. Handle could be a little bit shinier, but I put I got buff it with a hard carnauba wax when I'm done. It gives a little bit better protection, I think. And the blade, of course, I oiled. So there we go.